So guys, let's see the game, how we can run that game that we have seen the template my game. Let's run that game by clicking on the run layout button. Let's do that. So now you can see that you can move your player by changing the position of your cursor, and you can fire the bullets by clicking on and moving forward with your arrow keys. So you can do that. So now we have seen that how we can play the game, but let's see how we can insert objects in the layout. So let's see that. Open your constructor. I have opened. Now if you want to create objects, or if you want to insert objects in your layout, then you have to go to your layout and double click. Either you can double click or you can right click and click insert new object, or you can double click. So you can do either way, but I'm right clicking and insert new object. So there are many types of objects being there. So either you can create an array object, dictionary, local storage, XML, buttons, and so on. But if you want to create a sprite, sprite is most commonly used, that is, we call it as the player enemies or something that relates to a player. So it is the sprite object that you can see here. The sprite object, you can see the sprite object. This is the sprite object, and you can mostly see the title background, the background behind the game, that is the players and enemies. So that is the background, you can see that. And you will require this thing if you are working with the touch pads, then you require this input type. And this is also commonly used audio, because if you want to insert sounds in your game, then you will need audio also. And if you want to upload your game to the Facebook, it's a platform specific. If you want to upload your game to Facebook, then you need Facebook. And then there are also some platform specific object types. And then we have web, Ajax, browser, multiplayer, and WebSockets also. Yeah. So you can go for it and click on any of the object type and name anything that you want. For example, if I want to insert a sprite, for example, I want to insert player. Let's give it name as player. Let's give it my player. So I've clicked on sprite and then naming it as my player, and then insert that. If I click on insert, then it is being inserted. So now you can see the plus sign is being here. You can see on my screen. If you click on any of the position, then object will be allocated that position. For example, if I will be going for this position, let's do that. And now you can see that if you are clicking on this thing, then you can load your image into your constructor. If you have been created your sprite or the player anywhere in some other software, for example, if you have created your player in Photoshop, then you can import that thing in your constructor. And if you want to create on your own, then constructor has also provided an editor, so you can do that. Let's create something. So let's create thing. So let's create something. Let's make it red, and let's paint that red, and go for it yellow. Make it this way. Okay, make it this way and this way. Let it be an player. Okay, and now I want it to be there in my game. So let's cancel that, and now it will be present in my game. So if you can resize that also. So let's resize that. So now this will be our player. So in simple ways you can see that how you can insert any of your objects in your game. Now you can go to your object pane and you can see that you have bullets, enemies, and my player, which we have inserted in just a second. Now you have player, text, and title background. Now if you click in my player, you can see in the properties pane, you can see its properties, that it is on layer game, and you can see that it doesn't have any behaviors yet, but we can add that also. We will be seeing how to add behaviors to the game objects in the next lesson. So now it becomes easier for you to understand how to create objects in the game, or to import. If you want to import a game object, then you can do easily with that, with the button that I have told you. So this is simple and cool.